Since he first arrived on campus, Cady Cannon was destined to make a name for himself. Last night, he closed his college career in grand fashion, catching 14 passes for 226 yards and 2 scores, earning Cactus Bowl Offensive MVP honors. Now, he told a group of us outside the locker room last night that he planned to make a decision about his future on Twitter this afternoon, and he did just that. Well, Bob Bowlesby said the conference has repeatedly stressed that these types of actions is not acceptable, and today's events was a huge black eye for the Big 12. Well, Doug, it's been one of the craziest off seasons in Baylor football history. Art Briles was fired amid the sexual assault scandal that also cost Ian McCall and Ken Starr his job. Now, the Bears come in with just 70 players on scholarship, but head coach Jim Grobe feels that's enough talent to win the Big 12 conference. Well, the quest for a Big 12 title continues tonight as the Baylor men will host Iowa State at 7 p.m. The Cyclones haven't won in Waco since the 2012-13 season. However, the last 4 games at the Ferrell Center have been decided by single digits. Well, welcome to Week 8 of Friday Night Lights. We have several big games on tap, but none bigger than our McDonald's game of the week between number 3 La Vega and number 5 China Spring. More than 9,000 fans in the stands for this one. Both teams came in at 5-0, but only one will leave still undefeated. La Vega would get on the scoreboard first. No score in the second. Jamal Williams takes it in from a few yards out. La Vega would take a 7-0 lead. Pirates driving with 6 seconds left in the first half, and the lights go out. Somebody pulled the wrong plug. La Vega would end up kicking a field goal to take a 10-0 lead into half. Third quarter, Pirates leading 10-3. Cutter Haygood hands it off to Caden Johnson, fights his way in for the game-tying touchdown. Game still tied at 10 until 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Williams powers through the line from 1 yard out. 17 La Vega on top, and they would hold on to win by that final 17-10, giving China Spring their first loss of the season. Well, Jessica, day 2 of Cowboys minicamp came to a close, and we got a really good look at first-round draft pick Ezekiel Elliott. The number 4 overall pick could be the most impactful rookie in this year's class. We're coming to you live from Waco ISD Stadium. Round 3 of the high school football playoffs between Mart and Crawford. Mart comes in a perfect 12-0 on the season. Crawford 11-1. They haven't lost since week 1 against Tolar. A big reason why this guy on my right-hand side, head coach Delbert Kemp. Coach, you guys have been on a roll, picked up basically where you left off from the regular season. But like you said, as long as you play Crawford football, everything should fall into place. Yeah, another impressive win. You know, I talked with Tommy Allison. It's funny, during two-a-days, I said, Coach, how good are you going to be? Oh, man, hey, we're not going to be any good at all. 3-0, averaging over 60 points a game. I say that's pretty good. All right, we're crossing our fingers for a Baylor win. Now, before that game tips off over in Bridgeport, Texas and UConn going toe-to-toe for a chance to head to the Final Four. Now, remember playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on Nintendo a long time ago? This is like Mike Tyson against Glass Joe. Well, Doug, just about 20 minutes ago, this place was packed with media, fans, and players, all getting their first glimpse of Baylor's new head football coach, Matt Rhule. Now, he said that his father was a preacher, and it sounded just like him. I mean, he even motivated me. I felt like strapping on the helmet and going to hit somebody. Pre-game rituals, everybody's got one. You know, LeBron throws a powder in the air. I got to get dressed in front of the same mirror in my, in my sports department every single day. Doug takes a quick nap before he comes out here, and Nikki laughs all the time. So no matter what, though, when the lights come on, it's showtime. Same thing with the Lady Bears. Jessica Morey has more from Dallas. Welcome to Week 7 of Friday Night Lights. Tonight was a big night for several teams who opened up district play. If you liked a lot of scoring, there were several matchups that could light up the scoreboard, including our McDonald's game of the week between Robinson and Connally. Robinson's Chase Allison came in leading Central Texas in passing with over 2,200 yards and 29 touchdowns. Robinson up 14-0 second quarter. Connally driving. Ricky Garrett decides to keep it. He dives into the end zone to get the Cadets on the board. They would go for 2, and they would get it. It's now 14-8. Second half, Garrett back to pass, launches one over the middle. Dart Smith wide open, 43 yards on the touchdown reception. Connally would take a 15-14 lead. Rockets would answer. Chase Allison going to the air, finds his favorite target, Braxton Ashcraft, for the touchdown. His second on the night. He's actually playing with a broken hand. Robinson led 21-15 at that point. And let's check the score. They have blown it wide open, 42-22. That is late in the fourth quarter. Chase Field decided tonight's Cactus Bowl, where Baylor will have plenty of motivation to finish the 2016 season on a high note. Well, for the first time in many years, the Bears don't have a 3,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher, or a 1,000-yard receiver. Terrence Williams and KD Cannon both can reach those milestones with a decent game tonight. Baylor football scandal came to light with the firing of head coach Art Briles on Thursday. There was speculation days after that Phil Bennett could serve as the interim head coach. However, 4 of the 5 football players accused of sexual violence hails from Bennett's side of the locker room. That brings us to the present, where I've said all along that they needed to hire a coach with no ties to Baylor whatsoever. This afternoon, they did just that. The Bears have officially named Jim Grobe as the acting head coach, effective immediately.
KCEN HD Sports Director Nick Canizales was there and is joining us now live from Dallas. Hi, Nick.
Well, Doug and Nikki, Baylor doesn't take center stage until tomorrow, but of course the hot topic this morning's Bob Bowlesby press conference was about Baylor's sexual assault scandal. Now, Bowlesby reiterated a request for full accounting from the university about the scandal. He said the school has been forthcoming about those issues now, but confirmed that there is no written report from Pepper Hamilton. Hey, Doug, this is a topic we were aware of on Friday, but we wanted to wait and hear what Jim Grobe had to say today. And what he said was pretty surprising. Now, Oakland left Baylor as the school's all-time sacks leader, and at one time was projected to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft.
Back to you, Nick.
3 things I love: the $100 bill in the background, the guy taking the selfie, and Jessica's new homecoming date. That's awesome there.